Yeah, it's always been nice. People have been pleasant, introducing themselves when they've moved in. In fact, been invited to a few parties from people when they moved in. Yeah, always knocking on each other's door, asking for a torch or whatever someone might need. Yeah.
It's sort of, we've always all been in the same situation. Like, it was like a war zone here when it was all being built. And there's sand everywhere, so everybody feels sorry for each other because we're on the same boat. Dawesville, the first thing that hit me about it was it's like everybody's on holiday. Even during working times, everybody's happy and bright and happy to say hello. And, you know, girls going to the shops in their bikinis and their pajamas. It's just, yeah, very relaxed.
Yeah, everyone has a boat at the front and a 4-drive usually set up, and the caravans, and on weekends, anytime the weather's good, people take the boat with the family, go on the estuary and stuff. It is very much holiday vibe.
Fly in, fly out definitely gives you that diversity to have that time off, you know, much rather than working 9 to 5 and being buggered every night you come home, you know. So to get those 2 weeks out of the way, come back home, have that quality time with yourself is magical. So yeah, and a wonderful place to do it too.
Well, I've only been living there for a year and 3 or 4 months now, and I wouldn't be able to buy it without Fibre, so I would not even get a loan for.
You almost get forgotten because you're so far away from everything that's happening in the CBD. So we need a police station.
We need a few things.
Yeah.
Dawesville's so recent that it's like a lot of people and still little infrastructure for us.
And seeing the quality of build here and how quickly they're going up is terrible.
Like, there is nothing, it's not a leaf all the way around here. They bulldozed so many trees to build these houses. Why couldn't they keep little patches of it? It would be nice. That's, I think, what the councils need to put their foot down with.
We're pretty lucky here, but it does feel like a little bit of regulation would be sometimes a good thing. Some blocks, some parts of Dawesville even, the blocks are so much smaller than here. The houses are touching each other.
When you're used to being on big blocks, it is a little bit disconcerting at first that you could literally touch a house next door from fence.
Yeah. The focus all around has been taking land and making as many sections as possible, getting them ready as soon as possible and selling them for the biggest amount of profits. We don't have suburbs like this too much in France, not as extensive as here. Here it's very much the same concept as the American suburbs, where there's just houses, hundreds of them, you know, in a row, all built a bit the same way, the same kind of designs, the same kind of space. This is very nice, very peaceful. At the same time, it does mean we have to take the car to go pretty much anywhere. Whereas in France, if you were living in a place like this, you would have a bakery, you'd have a tobacco shop, you'd have a movie theater, you'd have all these things accessible by foot for the amount of people living here.
That is our backyard, that little gap there, and then that's your neighbours.
Yeah, right there.
Their backyard. Yeah. I'd take you in, but I've got the dogs, but I'll just try to do a little demo. Hi, Ninny. So this is our backyard, and then literally from that fence is the neighbour's backyard, so it's not very spacious. So
Yeah.
if you're sitting out the back, you can hear everyone's convo. I think when it comes to like career-wise, it's a little bit, you feel a bit isolated because you are far away from everything.
Do you guys go to the city much?
No. Nah.
Last time we went to the city was airport.
Yeah, so our parents, he's FIFO, so he flies in and flies out. Like, don't get me wrong, I think I'd come back when I'm a bit older, but still in my 20s, so